So I have started my recording. Now I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So I think my screen is. So are you able to? Is my screen is visible to all of you? Is my screen visible? Aditya.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Huh?
Not
Yes or no?
visible, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. So
Visual, sir.
actually, I am core village. So maybe due to some network problem, maybe some signal may be disrupted at some time. So when you have feel any disruption, just to you are free to call me. Okay. बता देना कि इसका सिग्नल नहीं आ रहा, right? So today I'm going to start with the topic, new topic, that is your, combination of. I'm just started with the mechatronics, combination of quantities with limiting error. Okay, so this type of problem may be asked in the GATE exam also. So suppose you have to find limiting error for the combination of more than two quantities. Let's say we have a one numerical problem I'm giving to you, and your aim is to find out the limiting error of this question. Let's say there is a numerical let's say there's a numerical 3 DC current, right? I1, I2 and I3 meet at a node, right? At a node, I will give the figure with I1 entering and I2 and I3 leaving the node, right? Leaving the node. The picture is like this. Let's say this is the I1, and let's say this is the two I2 and I3, and I1 and I2 are measured. I1 and I2 are measured, right, as let's say 100 and 99 milliampere. Both are in the milliampere with 1% plus minus, plus minus 1% accuracy, right? 1% accuracy. This is the limiting error of each current, I2 and I3. So you have to find the accuracy in I3, right? So you have to find the value of I3 and accuracy of I3. You have to find, right? So the option are, I'm giving the option also. The option are, first option is 10 milliampere plus minus 2% of limiting error. Option B is 199 milliampere plus minus 2% of limiting error. Option C is 1 milliampere plus minus of 2% of the limiting error. And option D is the 1 milliampere with plus minus 199% of the limiting error, right? So how you proceed to solve such type of numerical, right? You have to find the limiting error of the combination of more than two parameters, right? So for that purpose, just I'm demonstrating how to find the generalized formula for the limiting error, how you able to find it. So first is the sum of two quantities, right? Let's say we have the parameter x1 and x2, right, in the addition. So you have to find the limiting error in the x1 and x2. How you find? So the relative error the relative increment. What is the relative increment in x1? Let's say x1 in the relative error is dx1, and the increment in the x2 is, let's say, dx2, right? So overall, the increment in dx becomes dx1 plus dx2, right? With respect to, let's say you have find with respect to x, so just divided by the x. Okay, and then I will proceed. Next step is just to divide dx by x equal to, we have to find with respect to x1 here. So x divided by the x1 multiplied by the x1, it becomes like this one, x1, and we have divided by the x, right? In similar way, just to divide with the x2, I multiplied with the x2, it becomes like x2, and this is the x, right? So this is if the, now the maximum limiting error. What is the maximum limiting error? Let's say what is the minimum maximum limiting error? Maximum limiting error, let's say there's a plus minus of delta x1 is the maximum error in the x1, and similarly the maximum limiting error in the x2 is a plus minus delta x2. On the basis of this, based on this, you can say that the maximum limiting error, the corresponding limiting error, in x becomes, क्या बन जाएगा जरा कोई बताएगा? What will becomes? Delta x upon x equal to what? Maximum either the plus or the minus, right? So it becomes x1 by capital X delta x1 upon x1 plus x2 upon capital X delta x2 upon x. So by this formula you can find out the maximum limiting error, right? In similar way, let's say we have the next parameter like this one. There's a difference. Let's say we have the difference of two quantities. How will find? Let's say x1 equals to x1 minus x2. In similar way, the maximum error either is the plus minus. There's no matter how it is related. x1 minus x2, the maximum error is always a plus minus. Right? Either the plus or the minus. ठीक है? So यहाँ से कैसे निकलेगा? So delta x by capital X is equals to again dx1 upon x minus dx2 by capital X. Again इसको क्या करेंगे? x1 dx1 by x1 and we divide by the x, right? In similar way, you can write like this also. Any problem, student? बोलो भाई, yes or no?
No, sir.
No. Is it any problem?
No, sir.
Okay. So we can proceed like this. So that if the maximum error, if the error in x1 and x2 are, let's say x plus minus delta x1 and plus minus delta x2. x1 में मान लिया हमने कि plus minus delta x1 limiting error है maximum, and also similarly in the delta x2 you can write respectively. The sign may be interpreted to give the worst possible discrepancy, right? So it don't matter minus x2 is there, इससे कोई मतलब नहीं है हमें क्या होगा, maximum error हमें अगर निकालना है तो it will becomes like plus minus again x1 by x delta x1 upon x1 plus x2 by capital X delta x2 divided by x2. So you can find out the limiting error by this formula, right? Now let's say you have the combination in the multiplication. How can you find? Anyone? Let's say we have the third formula, third quantities is combined like this one, x1 into x2. Now how can you find? Tell me, how can you find? Bajaj?
Add.
हाँ जी,
सर ऐड ही होता है ना इसमें भी.
शुक्ला, उसके शुक्ला
ले लेंगे, फिर डिफरेंशिएट कर देंगे तो लास्ट में वैसे ही एडिशन टाइप का आ जाएगा जैसे कि पहले वाले में आया था।
इसको सॉल्व कैसे करेंगे? इसको सॉल्व करेंगे ऐसे,
फिर सर
टेक द
दोनों
लॉग।
साइड लॉग ले लेंगे, देन वो
यस यस यस,
एडिशन
वेरी
में
गुड।
आ जाएगा सेकंड वाली टर्म, फिर डिफरेंशिएट कर
यस
देंगे।
यस यस यस, वेरी गुड। सो आप इसको ऐसे फाइंड कर दें तो मैक्सिमम, द अगेन यू फाइंड द मैक्सिमम एरर विथ delta x1 upon x1 plus delta x2 by x2, right? In the same, you can do the fourth quantity as the quotient. For the quotient, okay, let's say x1, x is equals to x1 by x2. You can find out again delta x by x is equals to plus minus delta x1 upon x1 plus delta x2 by x2. You can find out like this, right? Now what happened for the power? For the power of factor, पावर ऑफ फैक्टर के लिए कैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे? यस, पावर ऑफ फैक्टर होगा तो कैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे? Let's say we have a problem x is equals to x1 to the power n, then again we have to take the log n log x1, right? So you can take the differentiation 1 by x and 1 by x1, okay, dx1 upon x, right? So when you take the limiting error, so limiting error becomes delta x by x is equals to plus minus n delta x1 by x1, right? So this is the maximum limiting error, right? Now let's say we have the composite of factors. Next is the composite of factor. Composite of factors. I will take some numerical based on this. X is equals to x1 to the power n into x2 to the power n, or let's say m. So how will you find? You can again derive the equation with the help of the above formula, n delta x1 upon x1 plus m delta x2 by x2. You can find out, right? In similar way, you can do like that. So now come to the numerical. That numerical was I1 minus I2 वाला. उस numerical कैसे solve करोगे? कोई करेगा solve? Anyone want to solve?
उसमें लास्ट ऑप्शन आ जाएगा 1 मिली एम्पियर प्लस माइनस 1.99%।
1 milliampere plus minus 199 milliampere. 199%. No. नहीं, चेक करो, यहाँ नहीं होगा, ऐसे नहीं होगा. This question is asked already in the GATE exam. This question has been asked already in the GATE exam. Okay, so this is the I1, this is your I2, and this one is the I3, right? So how the I1 is related? I1 is related with the I2 plus I3, right? So you have to find in I3. So you can write I1 minus I2. So just differentiate with respect to I3. So it becomes plus minus, क्या हो जाएगा बताओ? Delta I1 upon I1 plus delta I2 divided by I2, right? तो यहाँ से आप तो प्लस माइनस करके फाइंड आउट कर लोगे इसका कितना वैल्यू है, 1, एंड ऑल्सो दिस 1, इसका भी 1 है, इसका भी 1 है. तो यहाँ से तो आप फाइंड आउट कर लिए 1 plus 1, दैट इज 2%, राइट? सो अब ये बताओ कितना आएगा? व्हाट इज I3? I3 is the 100 milliampere minus of 99 milliampere, right? So it will gives the plus minus of 2%. So it will provide 1 milliampere with limiting error of 2%. So this is the answer. Option C is the correct answer, right? Option C is the correct. Right? Now, based on this numerical, one more question has already been asked in the GATE exam, especially for the instrumentation students. Question is, try to solve it. Try to solve this question. The resistance of a wire, is given by the expression that is R is equals to 4 rho L divided by pi d square, right? ये numerical किया है, where rho is the resistivity in the ohm meter, L is the length in the meter, and D is the dia, that is also in the meter. Anything else? And the error is given. The error in measurement of each parameter, that is the rho, L and D, is given by the plus minus 1.0%, right? Assuming that errors are independent random variable, right? So what is the percentage of error? The percentage of error in measurement of R, capital R, right? ये आपको find out करना है. So anybody can tell me what is the answer?
4%.
Try to solve it.
सर ऑप्शन भी है, सर ऑप्शन भी है.
4% होगा.
ऑप्शन है, चलो शुक्ला जी बोले 4%, 2%,
मैक्सिमम तो सर 4% होगा, ऐसे 0% भी हो सकता है.
3% and D है 2.5%.
4%.
Yes, tell me what is the answer?
4 होगा सर ये आंसर.
Solve करो.
सर मैक्सिमम एरर पूछा है ना.
Maximum error.
4.
Maximum error. Who will tell?
4 होगा सर.
Huh?
4.
Option A, 4%.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Any doubt? How it will come? Since R is related with the 4 rho L by pi d square, when you differentiate, this question has been asked in 2014 GATE exam of 2 marks question. So simply you can solve it. Delta R, you have to find out in the resistance, right? Like this one, delta R. So when you find out the limiting error, so delta rho upon rho plus delta L by L, and since d square is in the denominator, quotient, so you have to take with the power factor 2 delta d by d, right? So each is given 1 plus 1 plus 2 into 1 is the maximum plus minus, okay? So it is the 4%, plus minus 4%. So answer is the plus minus, answer is always the plus minus, right? So this is a given, right? So you can find out 4%. Okay. So now I am coming to the next part. That is the acceptability of measured answer. Acceptability of measured answer means acceptability of a measured answer. आपने सुना होगा आज के डेट में 6 sigma, 3 sigma, 2 sigma. Have you heard like that? Yes or no? So before going to the details of the acceptability of the measured answer, I want to ask 2 questions. First question is, what is meant by the non-familiar statement, let's say I am saying non-familiar statement, and the statement is like that: a reasonable confident. Reasonable confident. What is the meaning of reasonable confident? Let's say when you say reasonable confident, your measured quantity in the range is the x best. Your target is to find out the x best with some limiting error, that is the plus minus delta x. It is your correct answer, yes or no? When you're going to find out the measured quantity, what is the appropriate answer? Your appropriate answer is you have to find the x best and with the some limiting error, right? So this will say the reasonable confident, how your answer is confident, right? Next question, there's a second point, is when we compare our best value, that is the x best with an expected value. Let's say the expected value is x expected, right? So how do we decide whether or not agreement between our value and the expected value is acceptable? Can you say how we decide whether or not the agreement between our best value, right, and the expected value is accepted or acceptable? क्या कमेंट होगा तुम्हारा दोनों में, बताओ कैसे करेंगे दोनों का? क्वेश्चन समझ में आया या नहीं आया, यस और नो?
क्वेश्चन एक बार और बता दीजिए, अच्छे समझ में।
हाँ,
सर क्वेश्चन
एक बार से
फिर से बताओ। Okay. In the first question, the first statement, your measured quantity. अब measured quantity को कैसे measure करेंगे? How you find the measured quantity? You will find out with the help of x best, right? अब x best आपका कैसे है, कितना x best है, वो expected value से कितना deviate हो रहा है, और अगर deviate हो रहा है तो कितना, अगर आपका जो deviation है वो acceptable है या नहीं है, वो acceptable, आपका जो error आ रहा है that is acceptable or not. So that acceptance is defined. और x best कैसे निकालेंगे? x best कैसे निकलता है? First of all, tell me how the x best you will find. x best कैसे निकलेगा?
सर एक्स बेस्ट, जैसे कि हमने कोई एक्सपेरिमेंट करना है तो उसका पहले थ्योरेटिकली हम करेंगे, तो
कैसे?
जो जैसे कि सर अगर हम कहीं पे टेम्परेचर मेजर कर रहे हैं किसी भी इक्विपमेंट की, मैं एक थ्योरेटिकल वैल्यू पहले निकालते हैं कैलकुलेशन करके कि अगर इसमें ये वैल्यू रहेगी तो हमारे लिए बेस्ट है, रिजल्ट्स आएंगे। फिर एक्सपेरिमेंटेड वैल्यू जब
you have done a number of experiment, you have let's say 10 एक्सपेरिमेंट और 10 डाटा हमारे पास, लेट से हमारे पास 20 सैंपल है, ठीक है, 20 सैंपल को आपने 10 टाइम्स एक्सपेरिमेंट किया उस पर, ठीक है। नाउ हाउ यू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स? कैसे फाइंड?
मीन निकाल लेंगे सर।
क्या निकालेंगे? मीन। वेरी गुड।
यस सर।
सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू फाइंड द मीन एक्स बार एंड देन you have to tell about their acceptance, that is your deviation. Here the plus, this just plus minus sigma x. Sigma x is representing the acceptable value, right? That is acceptable value. ठीक है, ये तो आपका दे दिया मीन. मीन से क्या निकाल लेंगे? मीन हमारा जो है वो बेस्ट एस्टिमेटेड वैल्यू है. एक्स बार is only representing, if we measure, let's say what we have to, in the order to find out the x bar, you have to calculate the measurement. If we have measurement of a quantity, let's say x, तो क्या करना होगा इसको? We have to perform the experiment several times. Let's say we have done the experiment 10 times, and then we have taken the what? Mean. Mean ले लिया हमने. That mean will give the best value, right? अब best value तो हो गया. Now the standard deviation, that standard deviation sigma x. This is the standard deviation. This standard deviation will gives the good measure of your uncertainty. कितना uncertainty है सिस्टम में, कितना आपका measurement uncertainty है, that will only decide with the help of the standard deviation sigma x, right? So sometimes it is defined as, इतना समझ में आया कि नहीं आया? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So value of x, so finally the value of x is given by the mean value, the best estimated value, and with some standard deviation, that will say about your uncertainty. अब uncertainty आपको कितना लेना है? That will the more important, right? How the uncertainty will define, and this uncertainty is nothing but that the confidence level. This is the confidence level. This uncertainty is basically defining in the term of confidence level of corresponding to your whatever the range decided, whatever your range decided. ठीक है, उस रेंज में कितना कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल है, कितना टॉलरेंट हो सकता है मैक्सिमम, उस क्वांटिटी को आप उसमें डिफाइन करेंगे, राइट? तो पहला जो टर्म डिफाइन किया गया है स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन, मतलब ये स्टैंडर्ड है, राइट? इट इज द स्टैंडर्ड वैल्यू. सो द मैन्युफैक्चरर विल डिसाइड इट. The manufacturer will decide. This is the specification of the manufacturer during your measurement with the instruments, right? So finally, your standard deviation, that is a sigma. The result क्या आया? What is the result? Result is nothing but the x bar plus minus sigma, right? ये आपका आ गया. So what is sigma? Sigma is standard deviation which limits, is the error limit, or you can say the confidence level. और ये confidence level पहला defined होता है in terms of 68%. अगर nothing is given, it means sigma plus sigma is only given. It means 68% of confidence is defined. What is 68%? What 68% defined? 68% defined that 68% of reading are within the limit. समझ आ रहा है? Within the limit. 68% आपका टॉलरेंट है, right? इतना आपका सिग्मा दिया हुआ है. Already it is defined. It's a standard value of the manufacturer. It is a specification of the manufacturer. Sometimes we have seen in the terms of probable error. It also tells about the probable error. That is, the probable error is given in the terms of 50%. 50% of reading lies within this limit. तो ये मैन्युफैक्चरर का अलग अलग डेफिनेशन है, फर्स्ट आपने दे दिया 68% के टर्म में, सेकंड दे दिया 50% टर्म में, थर्ड दे दिया 2 सिग्मा, जैसे थर्ड है लेट से प्लस माइनस 2 सिग्मा लिमिट, 2 सिग्मा लिमिट। तो 2 सिग्मा लिमिट का मतलब क्या है, यहाँ पर आपका प्रोबेबिलिटी रेंज बढ़ गया, द रेंज ऑफ द प्रोबेबिलिटी इंक्रीजेस। हाउ? इट गिव्स a 95%, 95% of reading fall within the limit, right? In similar way, the another specification of the manufacturer is decided in terms of 3 sigma limit plus 3 sigma limit, right? Plus 3 sigma limit. So it is defined like that. X bar is the your expected or real value, okay, and plus minus that is 3 sigma, plus minus 3 sigma, right? तो 3 sigma का मतलब क्या हुआ, 99%, 99.74%, it is the standard value, right, of reading will fall within the limit, right? So ये आपका टर्म है, this is the standard terminology decided by the specification of the manufacturer, right? Next point is your how the uncertainty is determined, how this uncertainty is, the sigma is determined, right? And is very, very important for your gate examination, how this uncertainty analysis has been done. So our next discussion is the uncertainty analysis. Okay, so how the uncertainty analysis is done and why we are doing the problem, the question is why we are going to analyze the uncertainty, right? So uncertainty कब find out करते हैं? Generally uncertainty जहां पे data sample, the size of the data sample is very, very small and you are not able to do the measurement or statistical data techniques, you are not able to employ your statistical data techniques so many times on your experiment. Why? Because let's say आपका experiment करने जा रहे हो किसी मशीन पे, CNC मशीन पे, and the cost of the experimentation is very, very high. In that case, you are not able to find out the sample so many times, right? So I am writing, let's say many times the data available. Yes.
हेलो सर, आपकी स्क्रीन हैंग हो रही है
Sorry.
सर, आपकी स्क्रीन रुक रही है बार बार।
Actually, I am in the core village, so that's why the signal is breaking, right? I will upload this screen on the YouTube, don't worry, right? So try to manage it. Many times the data available is single sample data. Single sample data के लिए uncertainty analysis हम करेंगे, ठीक है? And therefore the statistical data techniques or data methods for multi-sample cannot be applied. This is a limitation, right? Directly. In such type of problem, we are trying to solve the measurement with the help of uncertainty. So the result of such type of data is given with the help of X, with the help of mean value plus minus uncertainty that we have written here above, right? So let's say suppose X let's say our x value is a function of x value is a function of several variable. Let's say x is the function of several variable x1, x2, dot dot up to the xn, and you are going to find out the uncertainty in the x1, x2, xn, right? Where x1, x2 up to the xn are independent variables with same degree, right? तो क्या करना होगा, कैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे, W uncertainty कैसे फाइंड आउट होगा? The uncertainty, let's say Wx, let Wx is the resultant uncertainty, right? ये overall uncertainty है Wx, किसमें? Wx1, Wx2, Wx1, Wx2 up to the Wx1, xn. These are the uncertainties in independent variable, variables किसमें? x1, x2 up to the xn. So how Wx is find? I am giving the direct formula for this one. You can find out the derivation of this formula in the A.K. Sahni book or any book of the statistics. So simply you can write a delta x upon delta x1 square and their individual uncertainty in with the help of square, right? In similar way, delta x upon delta x2 square, wx2 square, and so on, plus delta x upon del xn square, wxn square. With the help of this formula, you can find out the uncertainties, overall uncertainties. So let's say we have a numerical. This question is again asked in the GATE exam. A certain resistor has a voltage drop of 110.2 volt and a current of, let's say, 5.3 milliampere or 5.3 ampere. Uncertainties is given. Uncertainties, the uncertainties in the measurement are, let's say, plus minus 0.2 volt and plus minus 0.06 ampere respectively in the voltage and the current, right? So your target is to find out, calculate the power dissipated in resistor and uncertainties in power. Are you able to find out? Yes or no? Tell me. How do you find? See the first equation. You have to apply this equation. You have to find the uncertainty in power. So in this problem, power related with how the power related with the voltage and current. P is equals to simply VI. This is the x1, this is the x2, this is the x1, this is the x2, this is the x, right? This is the x. So you have to find Wx. You have to find the Wx. So how can you implement? So you have to first differentiate. You have to differentiate and then you have to find out, right? So solution is like this one. P is equals to nothing but the VI, and you can find out V voltage is given 110.2 and current is given 5.3. So when you solve it, 110.2 and current is 5.3, it will approximately gives 584 watt, right? 584 watt. And then now your target is to find out the uncertainties. So first of all, you have to find out delta P upon delta V and delta P upon delta I, right? Delta X upon X1, delta X upon X2. So delta P upon delta V करोगे तो क्या आएगा? Simply I. Yes or no? So it will give the 5.3. And when you find out the delta P upon delta I क्या आ जाएगा? Simply V. And V is nothing but the 110.2, right? And already given WV is already given 0. Plus minus 0.2, and uncertainties, the current is also given WI plus minus 0.06 ampere, right? So overall uncertainties you can find out with the help of the above equation that I have mentioned. Uncertainty in power is given by delta P upon delta V square WV square plus delta P upon delta I square WI square, right? So with the help of this, you can find out the maximum uncertainty, that is 6.7 watt, right? So what is the answer? What is the answer? The answer is, what is the answer? Tell me. 6.67, therefore plus minus 6.7 watt of what? 584 आपका टोटल आया था, और इसको जब फाइंड आउट करेंगे then it will give the plus minus 1.15%. This is the answer. Is it clear to all of you? Yes or no? Yes or no?
सर
Any
एक्चुअली
doubt?
जो आप लिख रहे हैं ना वो आपके लिखने के 5 मिनट बाद
Sir.
लिख के आ रहा है।
Yes, yes.
सर जो आप लिख रहे हैं ना वो आपके
सर एक्चुअली
लिखने के 5
लैग
मिनट
टाइम
बाद।
जो है ना सर लगभग 1 मिनट के आसपास जा रहा है, तो वो पता ही नहीं लग रहा कि मतलब आपसे बोर्ड जब आ रहा है स्क्रीन पे तो।
ओके आदित्य, ना मैं इसको शेयर कर दूंगा, तू लोग थोड़ा सा मैनेज कर लो, क्योंकि मैं एक्चुअली नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम है थोड़ा यहाँ पे, ठीक है? तो मैं इसको अपलोड कर देता
ठीक है
हूँ,
सर।
अपलोड कर दूंगा तो शायद ये प्रॉब्लम ठीक हो जाएगा, राइट? ठीक है ना? इसको मैं अपलोड कर दूंगा. So I'm not going to ask any question right now. Okay, so that you can feel it better. So the next problem you can like this one. Two resistor R1 and R2 are connected in series, and then it is connected in parallel. The value of resistance is given like that. The value of resistance R, let's say R1 is given by 100 plus minus 0.1 ohm, and R2 is given by 50 plus minus 0.03 ohm. So calculate the uncertainty. Calculate the uncertainty in combined resistance for both the combination. Right, try to solve it. Try to solve, right? And then due to the network problem, I'm just stopping here, right? So at the 11:30, due to the network problem, I have just prepared some quiz, right? So from tomorrow, all the network issue will be resolved, and then I will take your class, right? So this question, I have given this question as a problem to solve by yourself. ठीक, उसको ट्राई करो सॉल्व करने की, और फिर हम लोग जो है अभी 11:30 बजे क्विज छोटा सा होगा बेस्ड ऑन द डाटा स्टैटिस्टिक्स, स्टैटिस्टिक्स जितना पढ़ाया मैंने उस पर, ठीक है? और इसको सॉल्व करो। इस सारे न्यूमेरिकल को, इस टाइप के न्यूमेरिकल अभी आपको 11:30 पे मैंने दिया है सॉल्व करने के लिए। 10 क्वेश्चन यू हैव टू सॉल्व 10 क्वेश्चंस, ओके? तो उसको करो फिर, ठीक है? राइट,
सर
ठीक है, तो मैं यहीं पे इसको रोकता हूँ और लेक्चर को।